Hello from Gardening at Dwensa here in Ireland, and it's the 1st of November today. We're standing in the garden, but we're just about to move into the greenhouse, and as you can see the leaves continue to fall. My hens in there are enjoying themselves. You'd never believe that this border here was completely free of leaves just a day ago, but I think we still have a few more to fall now from the twisted hazel there, and the paulownia still just have a couple more on top there. So this video is going to be in the greenhouse, as I said, and that's our next port of call. And before we step into the greenhouse, I have a question for you. So please answer the question, and I'll give you, well, my answer at the end of it. And the question is, do you think this greenhouse needs watering now? Right, so what can I show you in this greenhouse here today? A beautiful sunny day, and everything is looking, well, sunny. I mean, there are a lot of yellow leaves, but that's to be expected at this time of year. I guess I would like to show you the epiphyllums that we saw in bud at the last video, but we have just missed them. They're just going over. But they are such pretty flowers. This is the Ackermanii one, and it flowers a lot actually. They aren't enormous, but they're good enough. And you can see here it really is such an ugly plant. Looking good, the nerines, and I just want to move over here and to show you this cute little nerine here. If you can see the size, this is a normal size nerine, and this one here, foliifera. As usual, a list of the plant names in the details on this video, and you can see how the petals are so very, I don't know, corrugated, I guess, compared to the other one, and it's so much smaller. It's really a nice little cutie, flanked by the variegated aeonium, and we have another spike coming, which is funny now because this didn't flower for me at all last year for some reason, and yet this year I get 3 flower spikes without repotting, so I mean, go figure. Moving down, the Haemanthus albiflos is still in flower, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spikes. That one's going over, so it's still looking good. And moving down here, pelargoniums, keeping them dry. This one here, the spiny one, look at the spines on that. This is winter flowering, so this one should be in spike soon, I hope. There it is, and I look forward to that. It really is a nice one, a nice species one to have in any collection. So let's just have a quick look down this side of the greenhouse. I suppose we could check for some Cymbidium flowers, always popular among my viewers. So here are the orchids. We've got Coelogyne flaccida. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. The big yellow one, and I do mean big, has better news. Well, there are new growths down there, but I'm not sure if that one's a spike or a growth yet. See there as well? Oops. No news for you there. Laelia anceps here at the front, growing well. No sign of a spike. Another Cymbidium named variety. No sign of a spike? My goodness, this is a very sad state of affairs. I might actually give some of these orchids a little bit of water while I'm out here, but that isn't the answer to my question. No. My question is much more general. Do you think this greenhouse needs watering? And let me see if there's anything I can show you off this side. And I think we will just have a quick look at the Brugmansia sanguinea, which we spotted last time. Had a lot of flowers coming. And there we go, lots of flowers. And as you can see, the flowers have descended. There's two big ones here. This produces orange flowers, but they haven't opened yet. And we have lots more down here. Now I can't twist this plant around to show you it better, because what I actually did was I planted it in the border of the greenhouse when I brought it in for the winter. And the reason for that was I didn't have a pot big enough to put it in. So whether it remains in the border longer term or not, I don't know. But yeah, super. I think what I might do is make a series of shorter greenhouse videos so that we can see things as they come into flower, like this fantastic Brugmansia sanguinea. Okay, and we're now back where we started, at the entrance to the greenhouse. And I wonder what you answered. Did you say that you thought the greenhouse needed watering? And the reason why I'm asking this question is that my husband came out here today, and he came in and he said the greenhouse definitely needs watering. And he said, let me do it, let me do it. And I thought, well, I'll just go and have a check first. And if you answered that you think the greenhouse needs watering, I would suggest that what has influenced your decision is this Amorphophallus at the very front, which is drooping. Now look at this. And a lot of plants, as we know, will droop like this to let you know that they want water. Rolldana is really good like that. And generally speaking, they respond very well when you water them. They perk up again. So certain plants like this Bartletina sordida will droop when they need water, and it's a sign that you need to water. You can see down here that the soil for this plant is very dry. Now with this particular plant, it doesn't seem to do them any harm to let them go like this before you water. And well, I suppose less is more. We don't want to rot the things, but we want to keep them, well, relatively hydrated. But this Amorphophallus isn't one of those plants. This is a plant that doesn't like cold winter temperatures, and it dies down for the winter. So what's happening here is that this plant is going dormant. It's dying down for the winter, and very soon the whole of that top growth will rot off, and I'll need to lift the bulb and store them dry. So that's what's going to happen there. And just to show you what that looks like, here is another Amorphophallus konjac that I lifted earlier because it died down, and I will store that in the house in a paper bag over winter, making sure it stays nice and firm. So if you answered that you think the greenhouse needs watering, I will tell you that to water this plant now is absolutely the wrong decision. If you water it now, you're very likely to rot off the bulb. So in your decision on whether to water or not, do bear in mind that some plants are deciduous and they will naturally go dormant, and there's nothing you can do about it. Watering isn't going to bring them back. So, you really need to know your plants. Now, of course, if you have your plants in the house, it's completely different. Well, it wouldn't be different for the Amorphophallus, but it's completely different for a variety of them. For example, aeoniums, as we see here, will continue to grow through the winter if they're kept in warm temperatures. But I'm talking about a greenhouse where you're looking to have your plants tick over at the minimum of heat that you will provide through the winter. So my greenhouse gets a 5-degree minimum through winter, and I need to reduce watering substantially for my plants so that they don't rot. And on that note, I guess I will end the video. Hope you liked it, and I hope you'll check back for lots more. Thanks very much. Bye.